I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this voluminous pageant hair with no curlers. Hi there! Thank you guys for coming back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a pageant hairstyle that's really easy to do. And I have competed in several years of pageants, and this is what I've been doing behind the scenes. So I hope you guys enjoy this quick tutorial. So firstly, I'm going to be showing you guys what you will need. So you will need a hairbrush, a hair tie to section your hair off, and bobby pins, hairspray, dry shampoo, and a 1-inch curling wand, a comb, and some oil to go on after you finish your hairstyle. So let's get started. So I'm gonna first starting by sectioning off my hair. So I've been competing in pageants for a couple of years now, and I'll probably insert some photos for you guys to see, but behind the scenes I did most of my hair and makeup. So I think you guys will be really impressed by what I used to do. So hair and makeup can be very important, and you can also use this on a daily basis as well. And I'm going to brush out the sections that are left out. Okay, so, and I have thin hair, but I have to still section it off because I have a lot of hair. So I'm going to grab my curling wand, and I do my pieces rotating. So the first one I'll do pushing away from my face like this, and I twist it and let it sit on the straightener, go all the way down the hair strand. Let it sit for just a couple seconds. And I'm doing about 1-inch pieces as well for my hair. And let it fall like that. And then what we're gonna do, so this is actually one of the tips that I have that you guys are gonna really like. So if you guys don't have like curlers to bring with you, or you don't have any at all, one way you can make these curls last longer is my little trick. So I'll show you. And so what you're gonna do, grab the little curl, and you're gonna hairspray it. Oh, hold on. Hairspray it. And then we're gonna grab one of the bobby pins, like that. Make sure the curl is intact. And we're just going to attach it to your head. Like this. And we can let the curls sit like that. If you guys don't have, it looks a little weird, but I promise it will work. So let's keep going. Okay. And we'll do the same thing for this curl as well. And then grab the curl in your hand. Sometimes it's easier just to grab it directly in your hand instead of letting it fall. But you can do whatever you want. Whatever's more convenient for you. So we're gonna take the hairspray, judge it, and grab another bobby pin. Do you guys have any tips and tricks for doing your hair? This is just a really random one that I've done. And put the bobby pin in, attach it to your head just like that. Looks a little silly, but I promise it's worth it. Okay, so now we're gonna do the other piece on this side and brush it out. And I'm a big fan of like very voluminous curls. Okay, and this time we're gonna go the opposite direction. So go the opposite direction, and it's good to make sure you're going other directions too with the curling wand. But we're gonna actually end up brushing it out at the end too. So you'll see what I'm talking about. It'll look really nice this way. And so we're gonna do the same thing here. Oh, I keep grabbing the dry shampoo. Okay, so grab the hairspray, spray it, and then grab another bobby pin. And we're gonna clip this section too. Okay. And so I haven't competed in a pageant in a couple years, but I competed in like 4 years of pageants. So does anyone else have experience? I've never done anything like when I was like little. So I only did adult level Miss Contender pageants. I've competed in like the Miss system, and I've competed, yeah, that's all I've competed in would be the Miss title, but several years of pageants. And okay, we're gonna start on this other side, and we're gonna do the exact same thing, just mirroring it on here. So grab an inch of hair right here. And I like to be very careful with the way that I lay it out with my face framing pieces, so I don't have to redo them. These are the most important pieces to me are right here. So we're gonna let this sit for a few seconds. And I really like this curling one because it's so easy to use, and I feel like the curls, I have really interesting hair because my hair doesn't hold curls very well. It's kind of, I told you guys, have a lot of hair, but it's thin. So I know that my hair sits well with this. So I'm gonna take the hairspray again, spray it, and then we're going to grab another bobby pin. Okay, there we go. Wonderful. All right, so yeah, I'm really particular about my hair and makeup at pageants, and if you guys want a video on makeup that I've done in the past, please let me know because I'd be glad to do it one day. So okay, so now the next piece, I'm gonna do the other side. I'm gonna grab another 1-inch piece next to this last one, and I'm gonna do the same thing, except I'm gonna go the other direction with the wand. I like having kind of like versatile curls, one going one direction, the other one going the opposite. It looks really nice later on. But I like letting my curls sit, so that's why we're having these bobby pins sit in the hair. And a lot of people do those big rollers. Okay. So we're gonna do the same thing here. Grab the hairspray. And then, I'm gonna redo this one actually. So if you ever have this happen where like one curl goes a little wild like mine, you can just wrap it around in your fingers like this, and then grab a bobby pin. We just want to make sure that it's setting the way that you want, even though we'll touch it up, you know, when it's done. However, we'll try to do the best we can. And I don't have any experience when it comes to like doing hair. Like I'm not like a hairstylist or anything, but I've played around. So with several years of pageants, and I've also worn my hair straight too. And I also had this really lovely hairstyle done, and it was like very editorial, where there was like it sitting on top of my head, pushed back, slicked back, and that looked amazing on me as well with my face shape. Okay, so now that we curled this piece too, I'm going to grab it, grab some hairspray, and let it sit with a bobby pin. You guys know the drill. But yeah, I actually never thought I'd be a big fan of pageants. Like I used to actually volunteer like at the Special Olympics when I was in college, but I actually got, one of my friends was a former Miss, and she's like, oh, you should sign up, and I ended up getting accepted, and I gave myself a year to try it out and see if I liked it, and I ended up liking it. Competed for 4 years, and it was a very good experience. Met a lot of cool people. Would definitely do it again and recommend it to other people, but it's definitely a lot of time and money involved. So, but you can do it on a budget if you have to, and most people do, which I think is one of the misconceptions, is people are rolling money, which some are, some are. Like there's this one girl who, oh, sweet girl, and she was competing for years, and she literally had like a $10,000 dress that was custom made from her from like Sherry Hill or something, or Giovanni, I don't know what brand it was, but like one of the top ones. And like that gown was so phenomenally gorgeous, but like they bought that for her parents, like with no question asked. I'm like, what? For 1 year of a pageant? Like, very sweet girl though, like she deserves it. But okay, so now I'm sectioning down this bottom part, as you can see. And what I'm gonna do is grab, so I brushed out my top pieces here. I'm just letting it set out of the ponytail. And now I'm gonna be doing this front face framing part. I can't speak. So I'm going to be very careful with the way I put it on the wand, and I'm pushing it away from my face. I like to do it away from my face, the front pieces with face framing. Okay, and then let it go down, and then we're going to catch it in your hand like this if you can, and then grab the hairspray, spray it, and we're gonna set it with another bobby pin. So hold on. And it's actually really quick too. Like I'm pretty good, and also I normally do it with extensions. However, I will not be showing you guys that today because my extensions are not the right color. I used to be like very platinum blonde, and right now I'm like more of like I think kind of like a sandy blonde, like more medium tone, and they do not match. So it would not look good. So for purposes, I'm just doing my regular hair, although it doesn't take that much longer because my hair is so thin. So. Okay, so now we're doing the next piece again. Grab another 1-inch piece like this. Make sure it's brushed out, and we're gonna go against the opposite direction and wrap it around the barrel and let it sit for a couple seconds. Not too long, don't want to burn your hair off. And I also don't go all the way down to my hair. Like I try to hold it off so I don't get too much breakage on my ends. I'm very cautious when it comes to heat. And I don't even do my hair on the daily, so I'm pretty good about that. Okay, so now we're gonna catch the curl in our hand and hairspray. Cool. And then we're going to put it on our head and set it with more bobby pins. So, okay, perfect. So we're looking awesome. Like it definitely looks kind of weird, but I promise that it does a lot. So I promise I know what I'm doing. And this curl is falling, but that's okay, we'll pull it back up. That's from one of the under layers. Okay. 1 second, let me fix that. Okay. Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna grab another 1-inch piece like this, and then do the same thing. Gonna grab the curling wand, wrap it around the barrel, like so, and let it sit on there for a couple seconds. And this is also, I love this curling wand. I've had it for quite a few years. It is I think it's a Revlon, but it's one of the ones with no clips on it. And this is my personal preference. And it's 1 inch. You could even go for like 1.5, 1¾ inch, but for my hair, I can't even do 2 inches because my hair is too thin and would not hold those curls. So you can do whatever your hair prefers. Just play around because everyone's hair is a little different. So let's grab this little pin. There we go. All right. And pin it on your head. Perfect. And we're gonna let that set. And then we're gonna do another piece. We're gonna brush it out. And then we're going to grab the curling wand, go the opposite direction, wrap it around the barrel, and then let it sit. My favorite part about the pageants is the evening gown portion. I love being able to express myself through that and also meeting the other girls. So, okay, so we're gonna grab the hairs. We're gonna catch the curl again. And this one I didn't catch, so we're gonna wrap it up with our fingers instead. And then we're going to grab hairspray, spray it, and we're going to set it like this. It looks like a weird updo, I promise. It's worth it. Okay, we're gonna set that to, oh, I didn't put that in right away. Make sure you have it secure. Redo. All right, there we go. So we've got almost that entire side done. We're gonna finish up on the other side and do this final top layer. So I'm gonna grab my hairbrush and grab a face framing piece like this, 1 inch. And then I'm gonna grab my curling wand and wrap it away from my face, like so. And then let it sit there for a little bit, a couple seconds, not too long. And then we're gonna let it go. We're gonna catch the curl, grab more hairspray, spray it, and then place that on your head like this, all nicely laid out. You can see right here. And then we're gonna grab our bobby pin to attach it to our head to let it sit like that. Perfect. Look at how nice it looks. So, we're getting somewhere. We're gonna brush out the next piece. And I like to make sure I brush each piece out because my hair is very tangly. I don't know about you guys, but I'm constantly making sure that my hair is tangle free. Okay, so the second piece is also 1 inch. We're gonna wrap it the opposite direction from the last curl. And we're gonna hold it for a few seconds. And catch the curl if you can. That's the fastest way to do it. And then grab your hairspray, spray the curl, and put it on your head, like so. And then grab your bobby pin, set it to your head, the curl, and that's how it's gonna set. With that metal, you don't need those big rollers. And this could be easier for some of you guys too who struggle with the rollers, so this tip might help. You might even just want to give it a try to see if it'll help. Or if you ever forget one of your rollers at home or your clips, this is a good option. Alright, so we're going to keep going. And we're going to brush out the next piece. About 1 inch, roughly. And then I'm going to curl this piece, like so. And let it sit for a few seconds. And then we're gonna catch the curl if you can. And then grab a hairspray, set the curl with that spray, and then gather it, put it on your head, And then we're gonna grab another bobby pin. And then we're gonna set that curl to our head with the bobby pin. Just to secure it so we can let it sit for a little bit and gain the volume we want, which we love. Pageants are all about glitz and well, I shouldn't say all of them. All the pageants I've competed in were very glitzy, look your best. But you can do your hair however you want. Some people also do like slick back hair as well. Okay, so I'm gonna do the next curl here, and then we're gonna do the opposite direction. Last time. Oh wait, opposite of last time. Okay, and then we're going to let this sit for a couple seconds. But look at how good this wand works. Like, this is the perfect size for my hair. This might not work as well for you guys, but for my needs, it works very well. We're gonna let that go. And then catch the curl in your hand, if you can. And then take your hairspray, spray it on the curl to let it sit. And then we're going to attach it to your head. That curl. Let it sit. Okay, and this one curl came undone, so we're gonna also reattach this. That is okay. Okay, we are just trying to get it as best to we can. Do the best we can. Okay, perfect. So now that I have these curls in, I am going to let this sit and I will come back to you guys. So now that I've let these curls sit, I'm going to take them out. So let's get started with the bottom pieces first, since we did those first. So I'm gonna just pull out the bobby pin, and look how simple that is. So look, ooh, look at that pretty curl. Okay, and we'll be as gentle as possible. Okay, second one. See how this one looks? Ooh, look at how pretty this is looking. All right, so we got 2 curls out, and then we're gonna pull out the other bobby pin here. Grab another one. Okay, and then we're gonna pull this out. All right, look at that. We're getting somewhere. All right, so then we're gonna grab another curl, pull out the bobby pin gently, and release it. And this one's a little tangled, but we'll just play with it. There we go. All right, and we can fix this too, by the way. If there's anything we don't like, we'll play around with it later. But we're just getting these out. So we're gonna pull out the next curl on this side of our head. Ooh, look at it. I love curly hair. What about you guys? So I also like sleek back ponytails too. The look, but it doesn't really look that good on me. Okay. So, ooh, face framing looks good. All right, and then I'm gonna grab another one right here. This curl, pull it out, release the curl. Lovely. See that we have one side of the head done. So now we're gonna do this other side. And we're gonna start with the bottom pieces first, because these are the first layers that I did with my hairstyler. Okay, so, okay, this is looking good. This first curl we released. So we're gonna take the second curl, grab the bobby pin, and release the curl. And make sure you're as gentle as possible. We don't wanna rip any hair out if we can't. Okay, and then we're gonna grab the next curl, and we're gonna release it. Perfect. And then we're gonna grab the next curl and release it. Oh, we got 2 at the same time here. We'll pull this one first, but the other one wants to come undone too. And then we got this other one that wants to come out. Okay, and release that curl. See, look at how easy these bobby pins are to get out versus like your big rollers. And I only have like a small pack of bobby pins, so it takes up less space as well. Okay. And then we're gonna take another one and pull out the bobby pin. And look at, the face framing looks really good too. Do you guys see that? We're not done yet though. So look at how good these curls are too, like big, bouncy. We're not there yet. I think we've got one more curl here. Somewhere. I can feel a bobby pin. Okay, we've got one more right here. Okay. It's kind of stuck. There we go. One underneath. Perfect. And I think we get out all the bobby pins. So look. Look at how nice this looks. You see this? We've got a lot of volume. And this didn't even take that long. It took like 10-12 minutes to put the curls and the bobby pins in, and a couple extra minutes to let it sit. You can let it sit as long as you can, and what I usually do is let this sit while I'm doing my makeup, but I'm not actually competing for a pageant today, so I just let it sit for like 10-15 minutes, and this is the final after the curling of the hair. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to finish this look up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my hairspray and my oil and my hairbrush. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to grab my hairbrush. Hold on, where did it go? It fell on the floor. So I'm gonna grab my hairbrush and I'm gonna gently brush through these curls. Like that. And then we're gonna do the other side. Brush through the curls very gently. And look at how pretty this looks. Ooh, we got so much volume, and my hair is so thin too, so the fact that we have this volume, we're not done yet. So we're gonna grab some of this oil treatment. This is by OGX, and this is the Biotin Collagen Thick and Full, and this is to help with the flyaways and to give it some moisture. Okay, so we're gonna put that on the ends of our hair. Ooh, and a little bit face framing. I get some oily by my roots, so I'm just gonna make sure that I focus on the outer pieces of my hair, like my face framing and my lower parts of my hair, the ends. Ooh, look at this. And then we're gonna brush it again a little bit more. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this voluminous pageant hair with no curlers. And then we're going to set it with some hairspray. So this is the final look. I hope you guys like and subscribe the video. And if you guys love these kind of content with my hair, let me know if I should do pageant makeup next. And I hope you guys have a great weekend.